divided by x equals 1 divided by square root of 2. Remember, we can't, x divided by x, right? So that's left as a 1. What am I left with here? Square root of 2, okay? And so from here, what I would point out is, notice how I would have gotten the 1 divided by the square root of 2 from this triangle as well. So you can do the x square root of 2 or 1 square root of 2. Either one's fine. How would I solve this equation now?
You do. Oh, well, you. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking like.
Oh, hell.
So you probably.
Why are you multiplying 8 and square root of 2? Like, you're making this more difficult than it has to be. It's an equation, correct?
Right.
What is multiplication the inverse of? Do I have division here?
No. Well, yes.
Yes. What could I? So what? Well, I already have division. What's the inverse of that? So what would I need to multiply by?
8.
8. Square root of square.
I can multiply by the square root of 2, can't I?
Yes.
Square root of 2 divided by the square root of 2 is 1. And Matthew, you weren't necessarily wrong. 8 times the square root of 2.
Oh crap! I was.
But you were making it more difficult than you had to.
No, for some reason I kept.
Have I solved for x at this point?
No.
So what do I need to do?
X times 1.
Well, I need to multiply by, go back to your fundamentals of solving an equation. I'm dividing by x, so I need to multiply by x. And use properties of equality to maintain equivalence. A squared root of 2 is equal to x. Okay, hold on a second. Did I really have to go through all that work?
No.
Why not?
Cool. This is
Hey, what was the rule we already identified for a 45, 45, 90? To go from the side to the hypotenuse, we just had to what? Multiply by what?
The hypotenuse.
square root of 2.
So did I have to do all that work?
No.
No. So can you do that and set up the ratios? 100%. Could you also just look at the triangle and say, to go from the side to the hypotenuse, I multiply by the square root of 2?
Yes.
You could have done that. Either way, you get that the answer is x equals this 8 square root of 2. Let's get some practice. We won't spend long on this. I want you to work within your small groups on numbers 2 and 3, and then we'll come back together to have a whole class discussion. So work on numbers 2 and 3 within your small groups to figure out what those side lengths are for x.
That's kind of good for you. My dad ain't did it.
No, we're too.
My mom and my dad. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look back at you. I said, I'm finna look at your granddaddy.
Technically, but remember, what might be the easiest to go from the side to the hypotenuse. What do we do? Multiply by what? So you first off, you did not draw your.
I'm about to count every day. Yes, I said that.
So from these two, we multiplied x by the square root of 2, didn't we? So to go from the hypotenuse to one of the sides, what do I need to do? You can, but what I'm just saying is, to go from a side, a leg, to the hypotenuse, we multiply by the square root of 2, right? Now we have the hypotenuse, we can go back to that. So what are we going to do? Multiply by the square root of 2 to go here, but go backwards now.
2 and 3.
What did we come up with for number 2? Okay, well then get to talking. I'll help you once you get to talking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
You got a real like that little bloody boy.
Okay, we got you
So remember, this side and that side are the same. The hypotenuse is different. Think about this. So you skipped an important detail. This side is the hypotenuse is
Oh,
what's the left?
I was finna say 21.
But I just showed you.
Oh, okay. It's his group.
Okay.
That's just sign for X.
It's okay. Don't cry. I think she got
Right?
my
So to go from the side, from a leg to the hypotenuse, we multiply by the square root of 2.
Come on.
So to allow going from the hypotenuse back to a leg. Let's find out what that side length is.
Okay.
What we talked about, what are we thinking? 3? You need to rethink number 3.
You gonna be easy. I'm still so tired. Silly class on still to you. You gotta like the app and post it. He say he's
He's gonna delete the
supposed to delete all that part when you're talking.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright. So, again, can I set up a ratio?
You can.
You can, right? Notice, and this is where a lot of us are struggling, is we're just looking at this triangle. Y'all, draw the generalized, Amari, eyes up here. Draw the generalized 45, 45, 90. Gabe, stop talking and look up here. Draw the generalized 45, 45, 90 to help you here. Because notice, if I do x divided by 3 square root of 2, talking about this x to the hypotenuse, well, in the generalized one, the leg is x, and the hypotenuse is x square root of 2. Huh. What does x have to be then?
3.
3, right?
Yeah.
X would have to be 3. But you can also remember, and this is what I talked with most groups about that I got to go from a leg to the hypotenuse, what were we doing?
switching.
Multiplying by?
The square root of 2.
By the square root of 2. So that was to go from a leg to the hypotenuse. But what am I going to do to go from a hypotenuse back to a...
Divide by square
I'm
root.
going to divide by...
2 square root.
Okay. So if I take 3 square root of 2 and I divide by the square root of 2,
1.
3.
3 is equal to x. Jalen, did you figure out your mistake on number 3?
You said number. Oh.
That was number 2.
No, again, I'm trying to figure out what I did. But I think I put the wrong.
So, Jalen, you originally said this is 10, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? But remember, this is the what for that right triangle? The hypotenuse?
Yeah. No.
How do we go from the hypotenuse to a leg?
Oh, divide.
We have to divide by
The square root.
the square root of 3. So 10 divided by the square root of 3 is equal to x.
Oh, wait.
I didn't think of that.
We all good on that idea?
Yes.
Notice we're going backwards. So we're dividing by the square root of 3, right, Matthew? You already took those notes on number 3 to make sure you had it right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, because we already did number 2, and we just talked about number 3 now.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what number we on now?
We just finished number 3.
We just finished number 2.
Would that be 5.7?
No.
This was number 2. This was number 3.
Okay.
Number 1, 2, and 3. I got 5.7. I got 5.7.
Okay, y'all, stop. We just addressed the fact to go from a hypotenuse to a leg, you're going to what? Divide by? Oh wait, why did I do square root of 3?
No.
Square root of
2.
2. My bad. I was thinking about 3690. But 10 divided by square root of 2 is what I should have done there. My bad. Okay. Sorry, I'm rushing because I got to put up your homework. Nope. So, wait. No, we already turned all that in. Don't worry about that. We will continue with the special right triangles on Monday. When are we testing? Tuesday on all of the trig stuff. I will give you back your graphic organizers and the understanding check from yesterday on Monday. Now, please hear me very clearly on this. We have got to study. Studying helps. I also want to say that I have already given you a study guide for the exam. Do you know what I mean by that?
How do you know?
How about your big ideas graphic organizers is all of the major ideas for this entire semester. So, some of us probably need a little bit of help on that. I am going to fill out, listen, I'm going to fill out which lessons and what days you should look at from the graphic organizer so that you can get all the main ideas. Or if you need to go watch a video, you can do that. So be looking. I am talking. I will send out an email with that graphic organizer. Pay attention. Hey, please get my calculators back there. Like, there are way too many sitting on the desk. Let's go. We're in high school, not in elementary school.
What day you guys down?
Thursday.
Gabe, come help me. Whoa! Gabe, come help me. I'm going so bad, man.
Gabe.
What? He going. Dude, come on real quick. I got to fit my